Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Manufactio Nuclear Edition. Last episode, we did a few things. If I recall correctly, we kind of started working on trying to create a little bit of a nuclear waste or radioactive waste, and it's also cleaning up some of the mess that's been going on around out here. And I've kind of since run through several boxes of a lot of this kind of stuff out here because it was getting a little hairy. So I've been just kind of running around with the exchanging gadget and an inventory full of the grass blocks and just kind of running around and cleaning things up. This corner over here, this side over here got really spooky and bad. Plus, we also done some work underneath. But yeah, I've kind of had to been. I've been needing to do a few things over here. I've get to the point that I'm about to light this forest on fire just so that I can see certain things. I've had I don't know how many of the there's a mob. I'm going to call it a mob. It's called a beacon, which when you kill something and it drops the little parasites from the scrape and parasites mod, it drops these little bitty like wormy, buggy looking grubby things. If they're allowed to propagate long enough, they will create a beacon, which is a little tower like plant looking thing that will start to transform the land around it into infested blocks. And the longer you let it go, the worse and worse and worse the infestation gets, the taller and taller the little plant gets, and the worse the mobs that it creates get. So it's kind of an interesting little thing. I wish I had some out here to show. I mean, they're you can kind of see the leftovers of it um, over here. But there's been several of them out through this area, and this is kind of what's happened after they're getting a little bit left over. Here, hi. Seriously, die. These guys are even worse. But anyhow, we're getting a few things. Yeah, you're dead too. But this is kind of some of the leftover, the infested residue, and those are the guys that I'm talking about. Those things right there, those little black grubs. If they're allowed to live, they will create a thing that will start to pretty much eat the biome that they're in and spawn really nasty mobs. So I have been kind of scrubbing and cleaning and scrubbing and cleaning, and there was a bunch. The problem that I said about the I guess that's a problem. The interesting thing is that we're now getting lots of different types of mobs, bad mobs to spawn, and those bad mobs will fight each other. The problem is those little ones don't tend to clean up the mess after they kill whatever it is that they kill, and then you end up with a thing that's just really terrible. What do you oh, it's another one of those guys. These things are just annoying. They're like a skeleton with wings. Anyhow, yeah, we've been just kind of doing a little bit of work. I need to come back out here, clean up some more of this stuff. This side of the base was pretty bad. This side was like almost all of this area out here, as far as anything that doesn't have a piece of grass on it at this point, was pretty well covered with things that were not really very useful. And some of the stuff that I have been kind of doing is doing something like this. Whoop, that was quick. I want that. Thank you. And then you can kind of, do some things like this because it's just going to immediately change it. You can kind of blow out everything and get rid of some of the fun stuff that can be a problem. And the biggest problem fun stuff is that the only blocks that I've seen so far that can change into the other blocks, the blocks that can produce mobs are, well, dirt, or I should say grass blocks, or at least from what I've been watching, grass blocks. Those are the only things that I can see so far that have been doing that. And what I've been doing is I've been running around doing this kind of a little procedure so that I can get rid of all of the, well, weeds, so that I'm not continuously fighting with weeds all the time out here, so that it makes it just for a little bit easier for me to manage some of the stuff. But it's a later on project kind of a deal. We continue to just kind of keep things up. I've finished digging down the area under the base so that it is now many blocks lower than what it was originally on this end, because of those silly rad scorpions wanting to continuously try to kill us. I finally just said no more of that, and well, we took care of that problem. So I gotta quit. I gotta remember that this is a one of those kinds of things. Can I run up there? Where's the shift? There's the shift, and jump. Okay. Don't tend to play a lot of this bouncy stuff in Minecraft anymore, but it's been a good time. I've been having a little bit of fun since last episode. Where is this section? I need to put this in here so that it can process, and then we can talk about what we're going to do. Dead Earth can go in there for now, and almost all of that junk can just get thrown away. Cool. And I have a lot of this stuff. I've got a lot of mutated glands and a lot of cool things like that. We also did a bit of, well, finalizing on some stuff. So we now have a rocket launching platform, and we now have a rocket that we can use to get into the, well, maybe get off of this crazy godforsaken planet and do something else. But in order to do that, we need to work on making some rocket fuel. So there's going to be a couple of things that I want to do today. Today we're going to we're just going to go set up a chemical plant real quick so that we can start making some rocket fuel so that we can fill that tank up so that we can do a few things. I ended up having to break and replace that tank, and I ended up with like way too many tanks, and for whatever reason it didn't place correctly, but I'm assuming it was supposed to be like 2 or 3 tall, and I ended up with 25 or 6 or 7 tanks. So yeah, maybe need to take that out or do something. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to get some rocket fuel going so that we can get a couple of these other, well, so we can get this basically started. And we're going to put another chemical plant up on top of here. It's going to be pretty simple, and that should just be able to be piped in. And again, we can just kind of pipe it all in, run a thing over there, and hopefully make a few things work. Then what I want to do is I want to at least touch on and play around with the genetic manipulation thing. This is going to be something that we probably really should have looked at a long time ago, given the fact that, you know, how things came in this pack. This is something like if you're playing this later on, you really should be working on trying to do this as early as possible, since it's going to be a way of easily, I'm assuming it's going to be fairly easy to be able to make resources and such with that mod or that kind of a process. It's going to be a little bit of an interesting thing, and yeah, it's going to be some fun. One thing I am going to say that I am a little concerned about with some of this stuff. This is okay, and this is why I'm saying that it's the stuff does not change, or at least from what I've seen, the radiation does not change the dirt at all. Is that regular straight old dirt does not change. This has not been affected at all. But the grass blocks underneath here have been affected, and the sand, as you can kind of see right over, how does this work? Right there, that's turned into dead sand or something along that line. And well, that's causing a little bit of a problem over there. I'm going to have to go up there and redo an exchange gadget possibly and fix some of that, because it is affecting our ability to produce fertilizer and some of the other things. But it is what it is. We're kind of keeping up. I've had to kind of do a little bit of things and shut some stuff off to let it go. I've processed way too much dirt, mainly because of the fact that this whole area was surrounded by nasty stuff. But for some odd reason, it has slowed down. I don't know whether maybe we used up enough of the radiation in the surrounding area to kind of calm it down, but it definitely did calm down around the base around here, at least out here. That hillside over there is trashed. Absolutely trashed. That hillside, that side over there, all that goes clear the heck out there. It is absolutely trashed. So even the backside of the base back here, all of these forests behind us are absolutely trashed. For whatever reason, it just decided to go ham, and then it's kind of calmed down. I don't know whether it's because I've stopped processing things, or it's just because I ran around and cleaned a whole bunch of the radiation out of some of the chunks. So anyhow, what we need to go do is we need to go grab our thing here, and we need to go up on top of this section right here. And now, we need rocket fuel before we do anything silly. What is the rocket fuel thing before we get silly? It is C22. I should have that, right? What do we have to do with this? Use on this. We still need to do the thing here too. I'm going to have to go find my books and apply them to this kind of somewhat beat up armor. I might try to figure on fixing this armor first so that we can get some enchantments on it, but just so that I don't have to play with the stupid thing. But yeah, there's a few things we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do the, I think there's oxygen thingy as well. Oxygen, whatever that, advanced. I think we can do all this stuff. Where is the thing I'm looking for? It is that thing right there, gas charge port. Pad. Gas charge pad. Gas charge pad. Gas charge pad. That's in suiting up. Oh. So I have to craft that stuff? Hang on a minute. The magic of airtight seal as far as an enchantment. You can place airtight seal on every single one of your pieces of armor that you're currently wearing, and it will act exactly like a spacesuit will. This stuff right here, so that these are, you don't need any of this except that thing. Yeah, okay. Anyhow, let's get a chemical plant going on up here so that we can start to work on some of this stuff. So chemical second floor. We need to craft. Where is my thing? I've wasted so many bullets on these clowns today. It's not even funny. I've actually had a good time this morning, just kind of, well, this morning, today. I kind of got up. I've been playing the pack for a fairly decent amount of time today. So I'm having a good time once again. Blueprints, chemical plant, and you go. Believe like this? No. This goes in there again, and then we need to plumb in the goodness of things, which is going to end up probably... So this is going to be a fluid, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to need a few things then. Where is our pipes? Where is our pipes? This is not what I want. Pipes, 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 pipes. Pipe. Thank you. All right, I need some unrouted, some things, some stuff, and one of those, plus I don't have any of the other fluid pipes, do I? This thing's going to require a bunch of stuff. Where are those at? I've got 3 of these left. I need to make some more fluid routers because that's exactly what we need. I need to get a little bit more pipe. Give me a 1 second, and we'll probably just come right back after I plumb all this stuff in and light it. All right, so our output's going to be right there. Boink, boink. With this, hit the button, and then we're going to dump that through the floor because there should be fluids right here locally somewhere. And given that this is right where it is, I'm going to have to run some more fluids through it anyway. But we need to be able to bring... I guess we'll just bring that in from here, huh? It's only one little thing, and again, it's not like we need a million little things to make this work. So I need that, and this, and solid fuel. Go. I'd forgotten about this stuff. We might need to mess with this, or we may not. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and see about that later. Anyhow, so we're gonna need to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I know this one is one of the ones that's a pain in the butt because this is advanced rocketry fluids. Where is my tools? I should need oxygen. At least I think I need this one. Hydrogen and oxygen, correct? I think we're making oxygen somewhere, right? Let's see, what direction is that? That is the west side. So west is going to be here. And I guess I need to go downstairs and see. I'm pretty sure I'm making oxygen somewhere, right? What would we be making oxygen for? Oh, dang it. I heard it. Did they kill another one? Maybe they killed it over here. Every time one of those beacons spawns, it bongs, it rings a bell. It sounds like a gong or something, or if it spawns or if it upgrades or whatever. They're not like they're terrible. They're just really, really, really annoying to clean up after. That's all. I know we're making oxygen somewhere. Let's run down here to the end and see. I'm pretty sure we're doing, unless I'm not keeping it, in which case I need to start keeping it. What is this one doing? You're making oxygen. Okay. And this is not part of the system, is it? Oh. Right. Well, I need to do a little bit of reconfiguration down here. I will be back in just a minute. All right. New tank in place. Got a few things going. The only thing we were using oxygen prior to this was producing sulfuric acid, I do believe. So I had to put a little bit of that in, and a little bit of that in, and a little bit of this stuff in, and we should be okay to work now. I think we'll at least be able to run that until that oxygen tank is full. All right, back down to the other end, and chemical plant, chemicals do that before that rad roach gets us. So, right over here somewhere, we should have 2 holes in the floor right there. All right, cool. So that means all I got to do is just connect those up to there. Those should, well, I have to build this one in. Can I get up there easily? It's the only problem I'm not enjoying about most of this at this point. Where is those holes? Right there. We should be able to get up there. Okay, cool. And do this down, this, this, and one of these needs to be oxygen. So that's going to be the hydrogen going west, and oxygen. I had to make another one of those. So was it north? Wait a minute. Should be west. Just barely reach it. And of course I fall down. Jump up here again. It's okay. Up there. Okay. West. And the same thing here. West. Oxygen. What did I do with that? No, I don't want this one. Did you pick it up? Okay. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. We need to do this, that, and can't quite reach. Almost. Almost. Right? Well, fine. Put it down then and it'll connect. All right. Those should be there. And then the output is going to be over here. So all I should have to do is do like some kind of little goofy hopping up in the air to put that in place. So that should be the output for the rocket fuel. And then let's go up here, make sure this is all filling up full of where it should be. Let's see, chemical second floor. Run up here, check, make sure all of this is filling up correctly. So we should see hydrogen in one, oxygen in another. Rocket fuel is... And we should be... Hopefully this is going to work, because we should have... That one? Why did you not work? Hello? Are we out of rocket fuel? I can't believe I could be out of solid fuel at this point. I mean, I guess I could believe that, but let's put those away. We shouldn't need those anymore. And I'm pretty sure that comes off of the line. So this gets... Oh, we have to put it in down here. I have forgotten a thing. Hi. How are you? What are you doing here? How did you get up here? These things. All right, so I need to get something in one of these, and then we should be good to go to turn this on. So let me get a little bit more stuff going. I need... Let's see. Do I have any more of those left? Yes, I do. I've got quite a few of them. Okay, we'll put one of those right here, and then you can be this. Solid fuel to there. Solid fuel. And then you can do this. Back here. Yep, it just made a mess of something. Something splattered all over the place. Who knows where it went, what it was. Okay, put this all away. We should be good to go with that. I'm going to have to go make a filter so that I can continue on. Well, we're going to have to hook it up to the tank over there. Click, 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 and pick you up. Let's go upstairs once again. Make sure that is working. And turn the power on. Nice. And power is going to be nothing but one of these. And we'll probably just run this as a single single one of these things. Just do it late, like slow with this. Not enough energy. It's got plenty of energy. All right, you're going to take a little bit of time. That's fine. So, how much of this is going to be rocket fuel? How much is it? I haven't heard one of those things in a while. So 100 millibuckets, 100 millibuckets makes 250 millibuckets with a piece of solid fuel. Where are you, you squealy thing? Okay, well, we'll do the run down to the other end of the factory here. I need to make a couple of filters, or the routers, and then we'll go on working with the next little thing. I should have a little bit of goody in here to kind of play with. So yeah, we'll be working with that in just a second. I need to make a fluid router, and then we can get on. Alrighty, fluid router made. I think the other thing we're going to need is a linking tool. Link tool, that thing right there. Linking tool is going to be a circuit, a redstone, and an aluminum plate. So let's see, one circuit, one, and aluminum, one, so that we can hook up the fueling thingy to it, so that we can start fueling up the rocket. There, and that just is going to be that. Amazing. Okay, cool. I hope I have enough pipe. If not, I'm going to have to go get some more. 32. We'll see what that looks like when we get over to the end of the base down here, where we're going to have to connect that to that. Anyhow, linking tool. This will allow us to connect this thing to this thing. So there should be they used to draw a line to it. I don't know if they still do. Let me see. We got to get up on top of this. So I guess I'll just do that for now. And put that down. You can go over here, and we're going to go all the way over there. And I bet I won't be able to put this. Oh, I can. Thank goodness. Some of these are good. Some of them are not. All right. Neat. That needs to be right there. Right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's jump back up here. Then we can walk that across. And we can get this thing fueling up. Oh, I forgot to put it down. Whoops. 1 second. We'll just get that hooked up, and we'll, ow, quit. We'll deal with this in a second. There we go. Click, 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 and click. Those should start filling up with rocket fuel, if we are making any, which we should be. Put that away. Give me it back. Thank you. And let's run underneath and see what we see. We should be seeing that fill up. And we should be seeing this has got fuel in it. I forget how this works. You got to do... Why are you not fueling? Do I have to relink you? Let me see. It's shift to get out of the thing? Yeah. Wow, that's a... Thank you for putting me all the way the heck up here. All right, I don't think I have to have a chip in it to make it work. Let me out. Let me out. It's okay. We'll worry about it in a second when we get over here. We should have small amounts of fuel coming in, and this has got fuel in it. We've got almost 5 buckets of fuel. It should. Maybe I have to, I don't know. We'll have to play with it. We got rocket fuel going. I'm going to wait on this a little bit because we're going to need to do a few more things. We don't have the ability to make, well, we don't have the ability to be able to fill an oxygen tank as it is anyway. So that may be something we'll just have to cheat in or figure out because of that charging station. That charging pad is required to be able to make your to be able to even fill up your suit anyway. So with that being done, I think what I want to do now is we're going to go ahead and look at this really quickly. the mutagenic, or at least the mutagenic stuff, the crops that we're going to be talking about, I kind of want them to run a little while so that we can go play around and then come back and see what we get. So let's take a look at this real quick. All of these canes supposedly are how we're supposed to be able to build certain things. And like here, we can get an a titanium cane if you make it out of cobalt, which is made out of iron, which is made out of regular sugar cane. My interest again is probably going to be either fiddling around trying to get towards, say, uranium canes, wherever those are. That's iridium ends, golds, iron, cobalt, aluminum. Redstone is pretty simple too. So uranium canes are going to be made with glowstone canes, which are made with redstone canes, which are made with a little bit of fertilizer in an assembly machine and some stuff. Give me a couple stacks of this before something uses it all up. And this is going to be built in what? An assembly machine Mark IV. I have no idea how much sugarcane I have. I probably don't have any at all, considering the fact that I have been feeding it into other stuff. So let me look. All right, cool. 1, 2. We'll just take 2 stacks. It shouldn't take too much of these. It's just going to be one of those things I kind of want to see whether it's a tick every single time to make it work or whatever. Well, let me see here. We need, in order to craft the uranium cane, we need the O33. Where did I put that? I know I put it in here somewhere. Okay. So with that being done, we need redstone. So not that thing. Not this one. Redstone over here. Redstone over here. Give me a whole on stack of that stuff. Thank you. We're going to make, well, I don't know. Probably, like, say, uranium is the thing that's still the worst out of everything that we have to deal with right now. And we could continue to work forward with some of this. But if I can start with this. You are what? UHV wires. You can go away and go back in one of these. You just live in that for now. That is going to be, for fun, redstone cane is going to be, oh yeah, mutated glance. Okay, we should have a fair amount of those at this point. And if not, there's ways of getting them. I thought I had a bunch of them. We've got 16 to play with right now, and you can usually, I should say, our recipe on these. Now, where did it go? Recipe on this. You grind up anything that you pick up as far as certain things like ectoplasm and parts, and I have fair amounts of those kinds of things. So what I kind of want to do is, let's go ahead and make, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these maybe, and see what it does. So if I put one of those in there and one of those in there and one of those in there and these in here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in there. Well, not that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Is it going to be a really long trip or trick or whatever? No. This should be pretty quick. Where is it putting them? Did it just make one and then eat all of that? Is this a, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, production chance 15%. Lovely. Well, I guess that means that, you know, once you get one of them, you can do one of them. I was going to make a few of them. What's the production chance on that one? Okay. Well, that's going to take a while. That means I need to farm this thing. Well, let's see if we can get at least one more then. That hurt a little. Kind of. Did it eat all of those up? No. Do that again. Come on, give me at least one more. Wow. That hurt, I guess. Well, we'll take all of that out of here then. Apparently, I'm going to need to grow that stuff. Let's see. We're going to find a box. We can put some of this stuff in here. You can go in here. You can go here. You can go back in the system right there. All right. In order to grow these, which we're looking at ore reeds, so we need a, what is it? Soil. I've already found this at least once. The mutagenic soil. In order to make that, we need to be able to take a little bit of dirt, a little bit of radioactive waste, and a bunch of fertilizer in that as well. So I need one of these, and give me a piece of dirt. Not like I don't probably have dirt right here, but we'll take some out of the stock anyway. Craft us up a thing. I need my tools, don't I? Where's my tools? Tools. I need a bucket. But actually, I think that'll work right there. That should do the job. Did you get me a piece of dirt? And what was like 50 or something of that? So this, and this. All right, good. Neat. Okay, that should give us a straight up piece of mutagenic soil. This stuff is all radioactive. Every little bit of this whole mess that we're going to be playing with here is going to be completely and totally radioactive. Now, I'm going to, I think for right now, I probably need to set something up over here, but I don't really know. We're going to have to kind of experiment with it and see what it does. So let's go out here in this flat area, dig a hole. Do this, and supposedly it has to have lava next to it, right? Fortunately, these plants will only grow in highly radioactive fertile soil, and the reeds will only grow next to lava, not water. So, whoop. That way the thing should work. So theoretically, then it's just like sugarcane. So we could just go get one of those little things right there and hook it up and let it harvest that for a while. Okay. Well, maybe that's what I'll go do real quick then. I need to go get I don't know what I want to do with this. It's going to be a kind of a pain. Especially if I got to let it grow for a while. Huh. What else is the other one we got to start with? I think it's iron. What's the chances on that? 10% chance. Ouch. I need to work on getting a bunch more of these. Huh. Okay, I'm going to break you. I'm going to grab that. I think I'll set something up actually in the base. Please tell me that doesn't change. And we will, well, we'll see what we can do here in a second. Okay, so as a test, since we already have some stuff going on over here with the sugar canes, and as somehow that one got missed, I have no idea how that happened. We're gonna build something right here, I think, just so that I know I can collect what's gonna be coming up. This should grab it from right there. Yes, I believe, and then that will allow me to do this, and the problem is that thing those will light things on fire if you're not careful. So let's get a little bit of building blocks out here, and we'll put some reinforced concrete over it so that it shouldn't light things on fire, hopefully. You can go up there. You can go in here. I would say I'd turn it around, but that should do the work. Then I got to go ahead and do something kind of like this. I want it to break so that it's pointed at it. And then we'll do this and this. and then we'll see what happens. That should theoretically do the same thing that the other ones do. Do that, pop like this does right here. That's going to take a minute to break, and then go up and be dumped into that accumulator, and then we can go and put a something somewhere around in this mess somewhere that will accumulate those. But we're going to need, I mean, if we want to get to uranium, I'm going to need a lot. I mean, it's a 20% chance. We need to get a 20% chance to get that going, which means if this can grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, maybe what we'll do is we'll just leave it sit here and kind of put maybe a half a stack or something in there. So like when I get another one, make another one and do things and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyhow, I've got a few things I guess I have to sort out. Let's go down here and look at the rocket really quickly and make sure that it's filling up with fluid. I may have to break it and replace it, or maybe there's something broken here too. I don't know. It's registering it as fuel, but it's not putting it in it. It is powered. It's got power. I mean, I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's not working. It should just automatically fill it. Huh. Okay, well, I guess for that point, we'll just kind of hang out and see what's going on. If we're lucky, we may end up with getting some of this stuff here fairly soon, or maybe we won't. I don't know. Just looking at a few more little things. I mean, we're probably within a couple of episodes of being done with the pack, maybe 2 or 3 more. Just depends on how much I feel like doing. I do want to play with the gloop theory stuff down here, at least to try to figure out what this is going to require. Again, it says gloop bucket. Gloop bucket, I'm assuming, is required us to go somewhere out in the world and get a bucket of the stuff and bring it back down here so we can then play with it. So at least that'll get something to go there. As far as the rest of the research is concerned, we may just sit down and blow out a whole bunch of whatever's left over that we can do. Like I still haven't done this, and there's a few things down here. I mean, there's some of this stuff we can do. I have not done that one yet too. I probably should go ahead and play around with that as well. But yeah, we need to kind of look at trying to end or get most of this stuff figured out and sorted. So I'm gonna fiddle around with this, I guess, and see what's going on. If I have to break and replace some stuff, that's fine, but that's not going to be any fun. Anyhow, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna get that before I forget it's up there. Nice. All right. Bye.